Tom Anthony. He's taking over after the departure of Brian Wright, who's heading to Northern Arizona University. In Northeast Oklahoma, a federal kidnapping indictment handed down to a man from Adair, 39-year-old Rudy Rudd. He's also a member of the Osage Nation and charged with knowingly and unlawfully kidnapping 2 victims in August. And the FBI and Mays County Sheriff's Office are investigating, but since the crime took place on Indian lands, that complicates the case. Your news, a service of Freeman Health System. They're on a mission to improve rural healthcare accessibility by building a full-service hospital in Pittsburgh that will create more than 500 new jobs for Southeast Kansas. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
We'll see clouds today, maybe some rain late in the afternoon with highs in the low 60s. More rain tonight, low 40s. Partly sunny and upper 40s for Saturday. Sunshine, 45 for Sunday. Monday's looking pretty nice, though. Sunshine highs in the low 50s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing some clouds over the 4 states.
56 in Neosho, 58 in Pittsburgh, 59 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and today we are featuring Austin from Granby.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Austin. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page. Can hit the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, just call us and we can record them at 623-1025.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, me too. Me too.
Every year, most of you know this, but some of you may not be aware of it yet. But we have an annual scheduled pre-Christmas interview with the Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus. That's going to be happening in just 18 minutes.
I'm so nervous.
Sit still. Just don't.
I want to talk to him.
Do me a favor. Don't embarrass me in front of Santa.
Gosh,
Please
Randy,
sit down.
Santa.
We're going to talk with him in 18 minutes. Here's Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson on KIX. I want to talk to him.
Morning, Sheila.
You
Morning,
were going
Megan.
to act this way.
It's Santa.
So we've had an interesting morning already.
Interesting.
Interesting. So we've decided, or Jen has decided, that I'm going to teach her karate on air. I don't think anybody cares about seeing this.
Oh, my gosh.
They're not going to get that home.
Morning, Jimmy.
What?
I forgot.
Yeah, so yesterday, for those of you, and we're watching for him today, we got hit by the troll group IP2, which Jen had never, I don't guess you'd ever heard of this kind of stuff.
Nope.
But a lot of you, or some of you, who've been around long enough to remember when we first came on live, I'm thinking Pam Cossey and Dorinda and some of those who have been around since day one might remember the old couch auction troll groups that used to hit us. And this is where they would come on your live feed on Facebook and try to shut it down. Facebook had algorithms that if certain things got mentioned more than 2 or 3 times, it would automatically turn your live feed off. People found this out and thought it was great fun, to go onto live feeds and shut them down by saying this stuff. So we had people that would watch for us. Most of the viewers, the hardcore, what we eventually came known as the KIX family.
Right.
Would watch for these people, and then they'd start yelling, trolls, spammers, trolls, so that we could see them and block them. And back then, Facebook had no restrictions on their live video. And some mornings we would have 600-700 viewers. Easy. Or 1,000 viewers. There were a few mornings where we hit 1,000 viewers. No problem. All over the world. People would be popping on from Spain and Portugal and Australia and Sweden, and a few of those people became long-term viewers where we would talk to them on an ongoing basis. Most of them would pop in for a little bit and then move on to something else. But we got pretty used to that, so it wasn't that shocking to me. I knew immediately what was happening. But for Jen, who had never experienced something like that, it was like, what the heck? And couldn't believe the stuff she was seeing or the comments that they were putting up.
It was really unsettling. You know, like you
powerless. You felt powerless in the moment.
Right. And you're aware of some of the evil or the darkness on the internet, but being subjected to it like that. And that way was just like, I don't know, I just felt gross.
Yeah, absolutely. Well put. And it is a sign of the moral depravity in a lot of our culture, where it's almost like people get entertained by going around kicking kittens, you know, that kind of thing. These are the kind of people who make serial killers. And that's why we talk sometimes about the movie Purge becoming a reality someday. This is evidence that, yes, that could be. This is a minor version of that, where I think it's funny to hurt you.
I don't understand, like, what's happened to you in your life when you get to that point?
Daddy hit ya. Remember when I was talking about that yesterday? I was very serious. Somewhere you have been belittled or made small to the degree that you feel the need to do this. So that's what happened yesterday. They weren't very entertained by us because we didn't give them a lot of attention. We recognized what was going on. We were shutting them down pretty quick. And then we ended our video. They just happened to come on at around 8:30, which ironically was about the same time that the couch auction people did. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably people in the Eastern time zone, East Coast people. Probably it's around 9:30 their time. That's when they're getting started. I doubt it would be earlier. In other words, West Coast people.
Right.
Not saying that they don't do that. That's just I don't think they do it that early in the morning. These kind of people notoriously live in basements and garages, parents, and don't get up early. You know, they stay up late and sleep in because they don't have jobs or lives. So
right.
Did I download this second one? I'm trying.
Oh my gosh.
So hard, Jen.
Okay, you need to just
download
focus
my
on
air
that.
checks.
Just
if you would just let me do that.
Don't even put that on me, Randy Brooks.
Otherwise, you would have had a line of cows following you. Put it on. Life again. States #1.
Morning, Melissa.
I'm trying to do these. I am so trying to not hard. What?
Morning, Kathy.
Anyway, we're watching for them. You guys watch for them. We see them again. We will go through the same thing. We went through some good practices on blocking. We put some new words in. So if you try to say certain words, even in normal conversation, it will block your entire message. Mm-hmm. And you may be like, well, I didn't say anything bad. Well, unfortunately, these are things we have to do. And no, I don't want to say what the words are. Not all of them are cuss words, but there's no point in it.
Right.
So we did put some new filter words in place. We filtered out each one of those profiles. But the thing is, each one of these spammer trolls, they have about 20 profiles, and they're making new ones all the time. That's what they do. And they have them ready to go. They can sign in a moment's notice, probably on a hotkey, and instantly begin commenting under that new name. So,
well, we saw one of them just was like,
it's the same name.
Something of Zen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he was rolling through his profiles. Just as soon as we would block one, he would go to the other. So, and they get these assignments by, like you were saying, they have scouts, and they will come on your live feed earlier, and they will watch it, and they'll say, oh, they don't have a moderator, or they don't have securities in place, and let's go give them a hard time. They might even comment a couple of times, and then they go back and say, I found one, and they say, okay, everybody. They send out a group message to everybody that's a member of their group and say, here's the link, go shut down their live feed. So it's an amazing, fun time for everybody.
You know what's really an amazing fun time? Getting your air checks downloaded.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could do that.
You should do that.
Today?
I mean, yes. And you need to email them.
What about karate?
You need to email them to her.
I don't know that I do.
Because she's supposed to email them to them today.
Why doesn't she come and get them?
8 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for comedy. Will you sit down?
I'm so excited for Santa.
Sit down.
No, Santa.
My name's not Santa.
Not you. You're not Santa Claus.
So, Santa's not here, okay, Jen?
But he's still going to, we're going to be talking to him on the phone. The Santa Claus.
He is calling. It's our annual phone call, pre-Christmas phone call with Santa. And we're going to talk with him in just 10 minutes.
Here's Parmalee.
On KIX 102.5. Oh,
That's so good.
all right, 12, 6.
Morning, Romelda. John says they're part of what the Apostle Paul warned in 2 Timothy 3. It's quite the
Yes.
laundry list. Lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient of their parents.
Yeah. So it's part of, and that's why I'm not surprised by it. I don't act enraged by it because I totally expect this. I'm shocked that we've gone so long without more of this. Oh my gosh, yeah. In a culture like this, we're sitting ducks, Jen.
This is why we need a KIX chat on our website,
Yes. Now,
because that would have
If
infinitely better security.
we had everybody over at the KIX website chat like we've been trying to do, and unfortunately been having some roadblocks. This would not be a thing because we could control who came on. And it would be a closed group of just us. We wouldn't have to worry about these things. So we approve each person that comes on to the KIX website. You can't chat until you've been approved by us.
Morning, Carolyn.
So that would not be a thing. And hopefully we can get there still. That's still in the works, still a goal, is to get everybody over to the KIX website.
John says, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous,
Boom.
without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you're like, why do I need a moral guidepost in my life? Because this is what happens when you don't have it.
Right.
If you are a moral law unto yourself, mankind has shown over the years what happens when they don't have that moral authority.
Rotten bread dough. Makes the pukey noises like that, and Harry's too good at it.
One thing you cannot do is...
Oh, gosh.
You cannot...
How often do you eat rotten? And this is a mixture of... Oh, no, it's... mayo and ketchup.
It's the audio.
Don't go to the trash can, Randy. The trash can's
Okay, all right. Can we just play this again, please? Because it's Friday. This is the other day during Would You Rather Wednesday when I accidentally almost puked and Jen reacted. Let's...
Mayo and ketchup. Don't go to the trash can, Randy. The trash can's... I hope no one is eating their breakfast right now because they would be miserable listening to you right now.
This is nasty.
Well, what do you expect? You mix three different
is it
condiments that
earlier?
are not supposed to go together.
Tastes like rotten bread dough.
Ew. How often do you eat rotten bread dough?
Well, I mean, once every Thursday, but...
The break before this, I guess. Oh, Randy! Don't do that.
Hold it down, Jen. If I'm going to be sick...
I feel it in my chest now. Thank you.
You've got to be sick, too.
No, why? Why should that be a thing? We have barbecue spray stuff.
All right, that's good. That's good.
No, you didn't. Oh.
This is a... Okay, I want to just put...
Oh, that smells awful, Ray. Oh my gosh, even Melissa's like, no, that's other stuff on there.
It's over here.
Listening to you right now.
This is nasty.
Well, what do you expect? You mix three different condiments that are not supposed to go together.
Tastes like rotten bread dough.
Ew.
No, it was the
How
garlic
often
is
do
the
you
one
eat
that
rotten bread dough?
Well, I mean, once every Thursday, but... I thought it was at the 50.
Oh, Randy! Don't do that.
Hold it down, Jen. If I'm going to be sick...
I feel it in my chest now. Thank you.
You've got to be sick, too.
No, why? Why should that be a thing? If you're going...
That's all it takes to shut her up. It's just, now you all know Jen's kryptonite.
What?
What was that? Now you all know Jen's kryptonite. Jen's kryptonite.
Herod?
Herod!
Were I talking to
Harry?
Harry?
Jen's kryptonite. I'm airate, is what I hear. Maybe you meant irate, and, She almost did it that time.
You cannot make the pukey noises like that, and Harry's too good at
One
it.
thing you cannot do.
He was shoving his fingers down his throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
You cannot go. I was just telling everybody. All right. That's
Oh my
enough
gosh.
of that. Okay. Anyway, I had to hear that again. That was so funny.
1 week! Oh,
Since you ate that thing.
I'm so excited. The wedding is 1 week from today.
For the Christmas for Kids toy drive. You guys are making it. So we need you or not. This is all. For Jen's stupid wedding.
It's not stupid. Have you seen the box?
No, is
It's
it
filled
full?
to the top.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
it's amazing.
Well, they usually have to come empty at once or twice. Wow, that's awesome.
Romelda, you're not seeing any comments from anyone?
Well, good. Where are you watching, Romelda?
She's on Facebook.
Facebook? Well, look at the video. Romelda, it's in the video.
I think you're the only one on Facebook. That's why.
Nobody's on Facebook. Can I do my air
Yeah,
checks?
it's not stupid. That's right, Jimmy.
Can I do my air checks? Can I please
Oh, my Lanta. Don't
do
even.
my air checks?
Don't
That's
even
all
put that
I'm
on me.
asking. That's all
Hi,
I want to do
Sheila.
right now is air checks.
Have a good weekend.
From here on out, all I'm doing is air checks.
Are you? Really?
Well,
No, you're not.
let's talk about something. I'd like to do an air check. It takes so long to download because of post. Is that the end of the song?
We got
Okay. I heard the
40 seconds. Chill out.
I don't know what happened there. 623-1025.
He's just an idiot.
On the oh, this is yesterday when we did not run one. No.
Oh, yeah.
So when did we run one today? At the end of the 650 break. Gosh. We should not be allowed to play with the power tools.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
No, I'm doing air check.
Randy, we got 10 seconds.
You know
Time
we're
for
doing
Santa.
air checks. We
It's
talked
time
about
for
it.
Santa.
Gosh dang it. I'm just not going to do air checks. How's that? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Mostly cloudy skies, maybe some rain in the afternoon, highs in the low 60s. It's 59 in Joplin.
Hold on, I'm doing air checks.
Wait, Randy, no, it's Santa time.
Oh, that's right. It is, isn't it?
Yes, and I have been waiting very impatiently for this. It's the Santa.
Very impatient, let me tell you. So every year about this time, we always get a call from Santa. And since it didn't happen yesterday, I figured it would happen today.
Right, that makes sense.
Because it is time for our pre-Christmas call from Santa. He always calls a couple weeks before Christmas
Right.
to go over things. And always calls us because he knows that everybody listens to KIX 102.5.
It's true, it's science.
So he thinks it's a good way to, get the message out to everybody. So it is? Wait a minute.
Wait.
Jill's not asleep. She's actually answering phone. What, Jill?
Hi, Jill.
Okay, yes. Santa is on the phone. It is Santa Claus. It's on. Okay, let's answer this. Hi there. Santa, is that you?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Santa.
Hi.
Can you-
I mean, ho, ho, ho. Hey, it's Santa Claus here. How you doing?
Oh, my
Oh my
gosh,
gosh, we're
Santa.
so good.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, yeah, it's getting on to that time when we got to start thinking about this Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff we got to gear up for here at the North Pole. And, well, look, I just wanted to check in and make sure with everybody that we're all on board. We definitely all want to do this whole thing again this year. Is that right?
Well,
Yeah.
With the good list and the bad list and getting out the decorations and putting up a tree and the lights and the shopping and the crowds and
Well-
the Christmas carol. Hey, let me ask you something. You folks honestly like hearing these same songs year after year after year?
Well,
Jingle bells, deck the halls, chestnuts
Love that
roasting on and up. Hey, does anybody really roast chestnuts?
I don't
Hey,
know. Really.
somebody ought to come up with some sort of chestnut roasting gizmo. Hey, I know George Foreman. Yeah, a George Foreman
Chestnut.
mean tabletop chestnut roasting machine. Probably make a fortune. Hey, I want a cut of that, by the way, George, if you go through with that idea, because I thought of that just now. Don't forget, I know where you live, George. Okay, so anyway, we're definitely on for Christmas again this year, yeah? And nobody wants to just give it a rest, huh?
Do you
No.
want to give it a rest, Jen?
No.
I don't know. After he paints it that way, I'm thinking maybe it's something we ought to consider this year.
No, we should not consider it this year. It's Christmas.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, ho-ho.
Okay.
I got a lot of work to do between now and then, so I better sign off. All right, we'll talk to you again soon, and everybody be good, because I'm watching. Ho, ho, ho. Is it right that I'm peeping on everybody like this? It
Don't
just
think
doesn't
so.
feel like proper behavior for an old man, or for anybody, really. Well, never mind. Okay, then, so long. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, boy.
Santa.
Bye, Santa.
Oh, boy.
That's tough, but I don't know what he's going to say. I don't have a script writing on my end.
You got to just ad-lib around it. I had so many of those in the early days. They wouldn't do scripts. They'd just do general statements and leave you space.
I couldn't even see how much
it
space we had.
Well, I can create it. I was pausing like that
That's
one
true.
place.
That's
I stopped it. It requires you to be yourself. And the rest will No, that's a different song. Oh, can I do my air check here? Would you let me do my air check?
Morning, Lisa.
Please.
When someone says ho, 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 it means something else to Hunter.
Oh. Is this the one?
Oh, Romelda wants a new phone for Christmas.
Oh, great. Great, Jen. Great.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
Great. It chopped off the stupid deal.
That's not my fault. Why are you getting on to me for that?
Well, it's somebody's fault. It's at the end of transformation.
You're at the end of transformation.
I am. At the end of every transformation, there's Randy and everybody. That's the reason they go the other way. Run screaming the other way.
That's great.
It's just one of those fam. Don't go through.
Okay, so I get to paste and cut and paste.
Get to pasting, cut and pasting, cut and pasting, cut and paste.
That awful joint pain.
You get to cut and paste.
Okay.
Good job. You get
It's a
to
dumb
cut
song.
and paste.
Quit
Cut
singing
and
it.
paste. Cut and paste.
Quit singing.
You get to cut and paste.
Make
cut
her
and
quit
paste.
singing it,
Good
will you? Will
job.
somebody stop
You
her?
get to cut and paste. Cut and paste. Cut and paste. You get to cut and paste. Good job. Not gonna do it today. Not gonna do it
Scooby,
today.
Scooby. Stop it.
Oh, that one worked. Ew.
You're welcome.
No.
Ross.
Morning, Kinda.
12:07, we'll say. Okay.
Did you get your air checks?
Yes, and now I feel like I have no purpose. Okay, so we talked earlier about teaching Jin karate.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Jin's little ditty song is now my new earworm.
So
Welcome, John.
you can
I already forgot how it goes.
explain that's why you burned her house down.
No, don't burn my house down, please.
That's after yesterday. It's like, don't say stuff like that. You know, you can't even joke.
Oh. Can we tell the story?
Of what? Of the who's?
Oh, we can tell that.
Of what? Which one are you talking about?
Of the karate.
Oh, fine. Yes, tell the story. I'm gonna pee
Okay.
while doing karate.
Woohoo!
I bet that would keep opponents off of you. They'd be like, "Oh, gross." No, dude.
So, several months ago, when we were talking about the kind of content that we could put out on like TikTok and Reels and Shorts and social media and things like that, I was like, "What if you taught me karate?" And Randy looks at me and goes, "You think people really want to watch that?" And I was like, "Well, nope, I guess not. I guess they don't want to watch that." And then today, Randy brings up, "What if I were to teach you karate? We could do it on video?" You mean like I suggested like over half a year ago? That's crazy you would mention that. What a great idea. So I think we're going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be on the live or if we're going to do like a TikTok and Reel about it or all of the above. Is that something that you guys would want to see or no? I think it would make some great TikToks. I think so too. Randy, I know he needs to behave himself 100%. It has to be Randy's idea. I didn't even jump. Melissa, it has to be Randy's idea.
That's
exactly.
right. You can't rape me into teaching you karate. What did I say? Rape me into teaching you karate?
Oh, my God.
Okay,
Randy.
okay. So
they're
I
all
thought,
saying yes. It would be fun.
okay,
They're
so
down
we
for
would
it.
start, and we could do this ongoing as we teach her Naifan Chi. Naifan Chi is one of the it's one of the oldest kata that is known.
Say it again.
Naifan Chi.
Knife on cheese.
Not cheese. Naifan Chi.
Knife on chi.
Or Nahanchi
Nahanchi.
is the American way of saying it.
Knife on chi.
Naifan Chi came from China originally, was brought. So the old China, I've seen the old Chinese version, which comes from Gung Fu, but it looks a lot different. So this is the Okinawans, what they ended up with. And when you first see it, it looks like a dance.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It does until I show you a couple of what the movements are. And then you're like, oh, this is gross because it was developed and it was utilized during feudal times, ancient Asian feudal times. So it was used to kill people. These moves are not self-defense necessarily, okay? They can be used as such, but a lot of the stuff in here ends with you breaking someone's neck or, killing them.
I don't want to break people's
Oh,
necks,
you're not
Randy.
going to be able to, Jen. So
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
there's going to be cheese involved. Yeah, probably blocked up cheese in your lower intestine, Megan.
Ew.
So did you talk to Megan?
Yeah.
And yes or no?
Go look at YouTube.
So, we're going to need a camera view that you can see and a mic swung around where you can hear. So I say we use your mic. Swing it over here, and we'll turn on the room camera. So if we do the room camera, where's a good time to do this? Probably now.
No, let's not do it now. Let's do it during the 8 o'clock hour because we never have anything during the 8 o'clock hour.
Okay. So if we could point that either up or over there.
Oh, they can't see the view that we're at right now.
I know. I wanted to get it fixed before we did that. Oh, look here.
Hey!
More.
That's because we wanted some privacy, so we moved it down.
No, it's because I'm not on camera at all if we do this. Or it was so we could include the guest cam. But that'll work, won't it?
Yeah.
If we move your mic around there where they can hear us. So if we point that right, will it move over there? If it won't, mine might. Here, look here. There we go.
No, mine won't.
Mine will. Okay. Have them test it. See if they can hear me. No. Don't get on it. Wait. Go over there and see if they can hear me.
All right, can you guys hear Randy?
Okay, I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you hear me?
Can you hear him count? Could you hear him count over there? Have a great day, Sarah.
So we can go ahead and show you what we're looking at. So we're looking at this camera view for Randy's Kung Fu instruction. So
Is that what
this
we're
is
gonna
where
call
we
it?
would be standing. But you can't see everything over here. I don't like this.
Oh, they're saying yeah. They can hear you, though.
Okay, I thought it would work. We could use my camera and just turn it around the other way. That might work better. Point it over here.
Okay.
Let's try that. So let's do camera 1, and we can set it up for this and even call it. Okay, point it. No, it has to be like right here, and you go over there. No, that is way too zoomed in. So let me duplicate this, and we'll call it Karate Camp.
Karate Camp. I love it. I'm doing a karate pose.
It's got to go way down. Oh, that ain't working either. Sheesh. That's not a good deal. No, that ain't working. Maybe we ought to use your cam.
Just turn it to face this way.
This is so big. Hold on. Stay right there. Get some perspective. This is really no different than. Okay, there's a lot of wasted space. Jen's occupying. There. That will work on
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 731.
We're going to find out Jen's movie assignment for Jen Movie Rehab right after Chris Lane.
On KIX.
There's only one of you.
Jen Movie
Jen
Rehab.
Movie Rehab. Jen Movie Rehab. Copy? Oh, it won't let me copy. Oh, I can copy it from here. So I'm going to put the restream chat window so people can make rude comments the whole time we're doing it. Good. It won't let me. Why won't it let me?
What?
It will not let me copy the source. Restream chat window. So, see the copy filter copy?
That's weird.
I know. Huh. Well, I can go to Karate Cam and add. What was that? Is it a... Let me go back and see. We need a graphic for this.
No, we're not trying out the camera for the wedding. We're trying out a karate cam. Randy's going to teach me some kung fu.
This is a what? It's a browser window. And there's the URL.
Yes. Jen's ninja class.
Jen's Ninja. Jen Ninja.
Jinja.
Grasshopper.
Jen Ninja.
Sit still.
So what would I call you? Like
I don't like that.
coach?
Sensei, but I don't like
Sensei?
that. That's so cornball. Sir.
Nunchuck sir?
Restream chat window. There we go. Okay. Now then.
I see a Candy Jan.
Where? What? No, she's already been here once this week.
She's outside right now. We got to go 1 minute. Get ready. He needs to play the song. What song?
What song?
Everyone was kung fu fighting.
Fighting.
Nunchuck sir. Yeah, kung fu fighting.
Dung poop fighting.
Ew, gross. Do you have everything ready for Jen's movie rehab?
Oh no.
Yes, he does.
Oh wait. I don't have a camera anymore. Thanks a lot, Jen. I see what your plan was. Yeah, we'll have to do that every single time. Oh, what fun.
Oh, what fun trying to sing a slang song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle
Batman
bells.
smells. Looking for some snow in a worn out Chevrolet in a shopping mall in LA. What? Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Tell me everything. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. That's Chris Lane's Tell Me Everything song. Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
We'll see
Tell me
clouds this
everything.
afternoon. Maybe some rain later on in the afternoon. Highs in the low 60s. It's 59 in Joplin.
And in just 25 minutes, we're going to be talking about the funny or the weirdest thing that your kids have ever said to you.
Okay, let's face it. Our kids, they're all sweet little darling angels, right? But sometimes they just say some really weird stuff.
Yeah. I've told you about the one time we got to church early, and so we put Lauren, our youngest daughter, the weird one, we put her in the nursery, the kids' play area, and she's just playing with toys in there. Well, the pastor's wife, we hadn't been there very long. They didn't know what weirdos we were. The pastor's wife leans in, and she goes, "Oh, well, where did you come from?" And my daughter, without even looking up, goes, "My mother's womb." She was 2
She's
at the
just
time.
advanced.
Yeah, my mother's womb. And so the pastor's wife was nonplussed by this, and she's okay, and closed the door and went away.
So what is the craziest, strangest, funniest thing that your kids ever said?
But right now, it's time once again to give movie Jen assignment.
What was that?
Jen, a movie assignment for... This is where we give Jen a different movie assignment to watch from over the weekend, because before coming to KIX, she had seen few, if any, movies.
I suffered from a very severe deficiency, but you're helping to rehabilitate me. Every Friday,
Right.
you assign me a movie to watch. I watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
We discovered that the problem was she had her eyes shut most of the time. So This
That's not
weekend, we
true.
thought we would give you a Christmas movie. Since there's only a couple more Jen's movie rehabs we can do in this year because of your stupid vacation schedule. She's such a prima donna.
Oh, stop it. So what am I watching?
You're going to be watching Scrooge from 1988.
Okay.
It's a modern take on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And it's about Frank Cross, who's played by Bill Murray, who we all love and enjoy.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yes, he is a wildly successful television executive whose cold ambition and curmudgeonly nature has driven away the love of his life, Claire Phillips, played by Karen Allen.
I don't know her.
I'm trying to think if you've seen her in anything else. She was in Starman, which you've not seen.
I don't know what that is.
She was in other movies that you've not seen.
Yeah, I don't know those.
Yeah, but after firing a staff member, Elliot Loudermilk, who is played by Bobcat Goldthwait.
I still don't know who that is.
No, but you will after this. He was hugely famous during the 80s as a shock comedian.
Wait, his name was Bobcat?
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Man, I got shorted in my name.
On Christmas Eve, he fires him, and Frank gets visited by a series of ghosts who give him a chance to reevaluate his actions and right the wrongs of his past.
There's ghosts? This isn't a scary movie, is it?
Probably for you it is. So you can watch it on Pluto, Amazon Prime, or Paramount Plus. Seriously, she has never seen any version of The Christmas Carol ever.
It's not going to be scary, right? I want an actual Christmas
she has
movie.
no idea
Randy.
what The Christmas Carol story is about the ghost of Christmas past and Christmas future. She's just looking at me confused.
Okay, so I'm going to watch it on, tell me one more time.
Pluto, Amazon Prime, or Paramount Plus. You can watch it on those 3 platforms for free, maybe others, but we know for sure of those.
All right, so I'll watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
It is PG-13, so be cautioned about the children watching this.
Noted, thank you.
It's the 4 states #1 per country.
KIX 102.5.
What were you asking about?
I can't eat Twix.
Oh, no.
Gluten.
Gluten. Oh, no.
Mel has got to quit handing those to you.
Why? I am a good steward of the candy.
Kendra says, what did you guys have in your drinks? I don't even have a drink this morning.
That's right. She's not allowed to drink anymore.
Yes, Thursday at 9
Bomb bag day.
in the morning.
What is Bomb Gars? They're advertising like crazy. Where are they
Yeah,
at?
they're like, they took over Orchlands.
Oh.
Morning, Dustin.
Haven't you had enough Reese's this morning?
Oh my gosh, why? Quit getting crazy.
You got all of them.
Oh, this had 2 wrappers on it. Lucky me.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Good morning. It's Friday.
Thank
Morning,
you, Candy
Candy
Jan. It's Candy Jan, everybody. Thank you so much for the goodies this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Jen can do her happy dance.
Yeah, thank you.
We really wish we wouldn't, though.
What's wrong with my happy dance?
It's a little sad.
No, it's
You have a sad happy dance.
You're so
I got
mean.
Mel one too.
I know.
Oh, that was so nice. I bet he appreciates that.
He's like, he came in the other morning. He goes, she actually got me something. He goes, that's amazing. He was blown away by that.
Yeah, he thought it was super cool.
He's never had one of the radio station listeners ever do anything like that for him. So
What is his job there?
he is our chief engineer. He is the one that was responsible for all of the equipment, the towers, everything. So his is a 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week job. And he has to be here at like 6 in the morning till late in the evening. He's usually here till 3 or 5 o'clock every day. And then he's on call anytime. He's also been... Go ahead.
I appreciate him.
Yes, we do
we
too.
all do.
He is very valuable.
Yes.
Most radio stations don't have a full-time engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Zimmer has 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
We have 2. But usually they have a guy on call that when you have a problem, then you get a hold of that guy, and when he can, he will come and fix it, which is reactionary, working. But Mel is here constantly working on stuff, upkeeping, maintaining, and if we do have an emergency, he's right next door that we can holler at him, and he's here and on it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I noticed he was walking with a cane the other day.
He injured himself 5 years ago working on something here at Zimmer. He fell off a ladder and broke his leg in so many places that he's had to have 3 surgeries on it, and he's now walking with a cane. On bad days, he has to use his cane still.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Ouch.
Yep.
All right. Well, did you get lots of toys?
Oh my gosh, our box
Yes.
is full, Candy Jan.
It is
amazing.
overflowing.
Thank you.
They're talking about coming and emptying it for us, and so that we can start again.
Okay. Good deal.
So yes, it worked, and Jen almost threw up.
Don't even.
I saw that little clip.
I'm so sorry you were subjected to that,
It
Jan.
was so funny. I laughed so hard that I peed just a little bit.
Ew, Randy.
Well, the neighbor boy texted me the other day, and I guess he was listening to you, and he said, "Oh, I was laughing so hard." And he said, "Are you Candy Jan?" And I
Oh, yeah.
You're famous.
I love it.
Hey, wait a minute. Have we got her T-shirts and stuff? Have you got T-shirts,
Oh, my
Jen?
gosh.
said, "No, do you have new ones?"
Well, we've got the old ones, but we need to make sure you have enough so that you can wear them whenever you want to.
Well, I have one. You gave it to me when you did the dunk.
Oh, my
tank.
goodness. Yeah, she came by during the dunk take.
Uh-huh.
Well, we can give you another one. Remind us next time you're buying. We'll get you one.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
Jan.
you,
Have a
Jan.
good weekend. Bye, Jan.
Bye.
Love Candy Jam.
She's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Morning,
Okay.
Dustin.
So, anyway.
I want to try the Reese's cupcakes, but they're full of gluten. Morning, Kathy. So they're going to deliver the wedding dress next week. But I did go for the final fitting, and they adjusted the straps and things like that. So you'll get to see it there. And they gave me some earrings that are beautiful. Look at these earrings.
Oh, gross. Oh, those are good. They originally belonged to my grandma.
I love these earrings. I think they're beautiful.
I didn't say anything bad about them.
I didn't say that you did.
No, but your look did.
So Sarah Laries have truly gone above and beyond for this. I mean, I can't thank them enough.
Remind me today to get the promo for B Promotions done.
Okay.
It needs to be done today so that it can be talked about over the weekend. So
I thought you didn't want it in there until Tuesday.
I don't want to run a promo.
Oh, okay.
And personally, I think we probably ought to spend a lot of the morning KIX promos on that next week rather than top it. We could just do that. No, we need to do a promo so that we can have a place to mention the sponsors.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to mention them every time we talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them. I think they're just gorgeous.
So,
And so I'm on the hunt for a single pearl necklace to match them to wear.
we probably ought to do that today or Monday at the latest. It's do that, knock that promo out.
Okay, if we have time today, I think we should.
Well, show us what you know. Okay, so.
Well, next week's going to, thank you. Next week's going to be crazy.
Yes, it will.
Don't
So-
forget to borrow something on your big day.
Do we have a funny wedding march?
Okay, Dorinda, we are decorating Thursday morning at 9 a.m.
I thought you said you didn't want her to know.
And would you stop it? And then Thursday night at 8:30 is when we're having the rehearsal.
Where is
These are silver.
Alpha Library?
I'm borrowing Melissa's bouquet vase. Thank you, Melissa. And I still have the penny for my shoe from Kathy and Chris. By the way, everyone I've shown the pillow to, Kathy, they are just blown away by how great it looks.
Come here. Look at the name of this music bed.
That's offensive.
Why is that called that? I don't want traditional. I mean, we need that. So should I go ahead and download that? Is
Just
that
to
what
have
you
it.
want?
Just to have it, I think. But don't feel like we have to.
We've got one in here already.
Okay, we double check that these beds are how you want them stacked, please.
Really? Where's beds? Wanna put it-
Randy?
Wait.
In today's stack, and for the break that's in a minute and 20 seconds.
I am downloading air checks, okay?
No. You won't tell me what we're doing for this break, so I need to know that it's set up in a way that's going to work
like
for you.
This. Because we're gonna talk to our basics and everything, and then intro this, and I'm gonna play this, and then you're gonna come back and say,
Okay.
"Why do I have that?" And we're gonna have our little deal, and I'll say, "Okay, find this," and then once it's rolling, we'll use this.
I think we may need more than just that one bed,
That
though.
one right there, we may need. So,
I think we're going to need another light after this first one.
I don't think so. I don't think we will. We need to get into it in less than a minute.
Okay.
If we take more than a minute to get into this, we need to look at what we're doing. The divorce mix.
No.
Oh.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yes!
14 seconds.
That is so good. And this is the wonky one.
10, 9.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Cloudy today with maybe some rain in the afternoon, highs in the low 60s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states' news and weather in just 11 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know what is the strangest or funniest thing your kids ever said?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
So you have not told me at all. What are we doing for the Morning KIX Challenge today? We're trying to give away that $25 gift card to Simple Simon's Pizza.
This could hook you up with your pizza for the weekend from Simple Simon's with the Morning KIX Challenge. And I wanted it to be a surprise because surprise is of the utmost importance to this. So I thought we'd do a new contest called Mumble in the Hits featuring Jen Fox.
What? What are you talking about?
So every day, Jen inevitably sits at her desk while she's working and she sings some song, or sometimes it's when she's walking through the hallway or when she's sitting in the break room or in the bathroom.
I like to hum along and sing along to stuff.
Yeah,
What's the
only
point?
she doesn't really sing. She kind of mumbles the song. She's like,
well, there's people trying to work. I don't want to be just full on belting it down the hallway.
And I'm like, what are you singing? And she'll be like, I'm singing this. And I'll be like, no, you ain't.
Wait, so how are we doing this as a contest?
So what I did was I hooked a microphone up at your desk
Randy.
day before yesterday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe you're doing this again. We talked about this.
And I recorded you, and I thought we would see if people could identify the song you were mumbling. Do you remember at 11 o'clock on Wednesday when you were singing at your desk and I came by?
Yes.
You remember what song you were singing?
Oh, I remember.
That's why it's going to be Mumbling the Hits. And did you like your music that we did?
No, that was terrible. Why do you get great music for classic country theater and I got
Okay, you got a good point. So let's do this. It's Jen Fox and Mumbling the Hits. Jen Fox, everybody. Mumbling the Hits.
What?
Yeah, that's way better.
That was still kind of sad.
Okay, so let's play the recording.
I can't believe you.
What?
What? Have you never heard of privacy?
Privacy where?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I guess if they can identify what I'm singing, then they're going to get that
Yes.
Simple Simon's Pizza gift card. Okay.
First person to identify. Here we go as Jen mumbles the hit.
He's always on hands with a V12 trip and he might begin to be ski. Right now, you love me by hands and we got to get to whiskey.
It's beautiful.
Right now, he's rolling under the wheels that going her attitude again. And you know, I'm not going to do the song. Come on and do as I say. And it's the very best song in the world. Such a horror. Very nice song I'll say before you.
Jen Fox mumbling the hits, everybody.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you recorded that.
Did you know that songs have lyrics?
You did not 623-1025. I can't believe you right now. I cannot believe you.
Apparently, some of them know what it is. Let's answer the phone and see if we can get a winner here. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Hi there, Morning KIX. What was Jen mumbling with Mumbling the Hits?
Before She Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
That
Before She Cheats. Sorry.
Yes! Woo! Congratulations. Who is this?
Kinsey.
Kenzie, you have got a $25 gift certificate for free pizza to Simple Simon's Pizza.
Thank you.
Just tell us.
Who's the 4 states #1 for country?
It's always KIX 102.5.
Okay, Kenzie, we've got to get a little more information from you, okay? So,
Let me get this pulled up. All right, is it Kenzie?
Yes.
And your last name?
It's Holland, Haaland.
oh, she's ineligible. Don't let her win. No, I'm kidding, Kenzie. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. No, actually,
Wait,
you
is she?
are. This person may not win anything from the station until December 10th.
Well, it's close enough. It's close enough.
Override. Okay.
We're going to override that, Kenzie. Yeah, I mean, that's what, 2 days from now?
All right. I think we've got all of your details. Nothing's changed, Kenzie?
No.
So was that really hard, Kenzie, or was it super, super easy?
At first, it was a little tough, but then I was like, oh, I got it.
All right. Well, we'll try to record Jen somewhere different
No,
next
Randy,
time.
come on.
What? This is the way it works.
I cannot believe you.
If you know I'm recording you, you'll do it different.
Then don't record me.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Where's the fun in that? Thanks, Kenzie.
Thank you, Kenzie. Enjoy your pizza.
Bye.
Thank you.
Do you want me to? We don't need to come back on then after this. since we
No,
did that.
no.
Okay, well, it's in there. We're going to play it.
With the phones were just ringing off the wall from the get-go, so I'm like, we can just get a winner right here and be done with this. And we're in a good time. I mean, it's not even it wasn't even 51 yet.
Oh, my gosh. Had you guys?
What?
Did you guys not hear it?
It was on. I played it. Yes, they did.
Megan says, let us hear it. Serena says, we can't hear it. Yeah, yes. Okay. Megan says, better than the gargling. Not my strong suit. Morning, Katie. Yes, that was better than the
it was
gargling.
playing for them. They heard it.
How you doing, Katie?
You can't listen, guys. If you still have hot dogs in your ears, you can't hear any of it. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Hey, Randy, what happened to Jen watching the Fast and Furious franchise?
We've never done that because we don't consider those great movies.
Jeez, Randy.
You know what? We'll have to do that for Randy's movie rehab because I've never seen any of those.
Good. That would be good for you.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen him either. Hey, I heard we missed you at the parade. You stopped by before he was there. Or I was there even.
Yeah. Sorry we missed you, ma'am.
You're fine. I thought I'd come give you some green bean casserole.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe he's glad he wasn't there then.
Glad I missed you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.
He said goodbye.
He said goodbye.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Yes, I think she was singing right before he cheats by Carrie Underwood.
That was
That
it.
is correct,
Unfortunately,
yes.
somebody beat you to it, but I'm really shocked you could identify that out of what was coming out of her mouth, though.
Oh, my gosh, Randy.
I knew exactly what she was singing.
Wow, that's impressive. We'll see if you can do it again the next time we do.
No, there is no next time.
No, there's going to be a next time.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
how creepy it is that you just record me?
Yes,
No, wait, don't encourage him.
I'm thinking in the bathroom.
Ew, Randy,
'Cause
invasive. Stop
she
it.
grunts big for daddy while she.
Ew.
I assume.
Oh,
I
my
assume
gosh.
that could affect your performance, though. couldn't it?
Randy, that is
you know,
so.
if she's singing.
Knock it off. Oh, my gosh.
Maybe he'll think we cheats, and you hear a toilet flush and everything.
Right. It's got to be a good bathroom song.
Yes, like
Play off
I
the
flushed
acoustic.
my life down the mirror. That would be so good. Yes, great idea. You too.
You
Thanks
too.
for calling. They love it. What did you get? Did you guys like Mumbling the Hits? A new blog message has been received for Simple Simon's Pizza. Prize winners ineligibility.
Yeah.
It's okay on something like that. On a weekly contest giveaway like that.
It's okay.
Even if she had won a big contest recently, it probably would be all right.
I have one, Dorinda, but I'm not going to do like a big Kyle taking off the garter
We
or
judge
anything
those
like
case
that.
by case.
Okay. They're all saying yes. What did you ask them? What'd you ask them?
I asked if they like Mumbling the Hits.
Oh, okay.
Funny bridesmaid.
Katie says, Randy, can you believe I'm a senior this year? The last time you saw me, I was a kid.
For the promo?
No, Katie Pritchett on chat. Oh. No.
What about this? Same bed. Ha ha ha.
Is it really?
Yeah, it just builds up to that. So
Oh.
we can start it wherever we want. Funny bridesmaid. Guitar. Please push 7. Oh, it's a tango. Wonky wedding.
You're a wonky wedding.
Bonjour. Come find me. Baton Rouge rag. There's your wedding.
There we go. Katie says you're a goat.
She said I'm a goat.
Yeah. I'm
Greatest
assuming
of all
greatest of
time.
all time, yeah. Unless she means you're old and cranky.
If I do wedding, there won't be redneck, but if I just do...
Lots of people use their song to walk down the aisle instead of a wedding march now. Yeah, but this is just for the promo.
That's actually, by the way, that's the end of the wedding. That's Mendelssohn's.
Mm.
So that's the recessional, not the processional. This is the processional. Two totally different songs by two totally different artists.
The more you know.
How about that?
There we go.
Yo, man! What about Don Pio? Pijo? Okay, not tropical wedding. Let's confused wedding. Huh? Huh? I like
Megan
that.
says, my intro song is the opening notes of The Lion King, please.
I think that would be really good. Do we have that?
The what? Nah. That one?
Yeah. See, that's Mendelssohn. This is Wagner, which is the recessional by Wagner. Mendelssohn, in fact, was Dutch, and Wagner's German, of course.
It's got that sports theme to it.
Oh, I love it. That's it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost out of tune. Yes, that is it. Yeah, I've got the sport. I think I do.
Oh, we're into news.
Here's the zombie version.
Ew. That's creepy. Mm-mm.
Mud
30
Moon Wedding.
seconds. Here we go.
What?
We'll see mostly cloudy skies today with a late afternoon chance of showers, highs in the low 60s. More rain possible tonight, low 40s. Partly sunny and upper 40s for Saturday. Sunshine 45 for Sunday. Monday's not looking too bad. Sunshine with highs in the low 50s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a lot of clouds over the 4 states.
54 in Seneca, 58 in Pittsburgh, 58 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, set in the KIX app.
So we're wanting to know about the funniest or the weirdest thing that you've ever heard a kid say. Whether it was your kid or not doesn't matter.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's Luke Bryan
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
All right, guys, keep watching the chat because if it's going to happen, it'll be during this hour. Listen to this. Try to skip ahead. Here. There's a promo. I like that for the promo. That might be a good theme music, too.
Yeah, I like the vibe.
I do, too. I like that.
The Trolls, Dorinda. Just don't engage with them if they do.
This is for if the bride's a monster. Why is that locked up? Are we locked up?
No.
Summer vacation jazz, wrong on so many levels. Why is this wrong? Just is. World Italy, World Traditional. Here comes the Bride Bells. We heard that already. Penny Whistle Parade. We've got some good stuff here.
Yeah.
Undying Love, Deeper Peace. Yeah, and that's all on one page. So next up is Sports Center. Welcome to KIX World coverage of Jen's Wedding 2023.
That's actually pretty good.
Or it's the same thing. I love this.
Yeah.
It's the kind of cheese I'm hearing.
He said you were getting on his nervous system. That's adorable.
Yeah, we're doing that one.
What happened to your picture, Carolyn?
And I'm putting all these in sound effects. Jen's wedding. Jen's stupid wedding.
It's not stupid.
Okay. Now, are we going to teach karate?
Did we get the cameras sorted how you wanted?
Yes.
Oh, we did?
Yep. Karate cam. And all I got to do is turn it around. All right, guys. It is time for the inaugural. Yeah, that's not working. Why don't you put it on the... Turn it... There. Why don't you turn it around, Jen?
Why is it not doing it? Oh, my gosh. What
Jen,
did you do to it?
here, go stand over there.
This part is moving. The neck. It's wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, it's because this is loose.
See? I'm not crazy.
There. Okay. Wait a minute.
Is it straight?
Yeah, move over that way a little bit. There you go.
It's not straight. It's not level.
It doesn't need to be. Okay.
It's gonna drive me insane. Look at the logos.
The picture is not straight. Okay. Cameras are set. We'll turn on mic 3, which has almost no noise gate on it. And we've got mic 2 on. So, Jen, count to 10, see if they can hear you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Don't yell.
9, 10.
Talk like you normally would.
9,
Can you,
10.
Can you guys hear her okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay. I hope you can hear her okay. Yes, audio good. Okay, let me move the KIX logo.
They can't see what we're doing with our feet, though.
That's,
Isn't that a
they
big
get
part of
close
it?
enough. Yeah. I kind of wish they could, but why is that in the background? Oh. Okay. Now, so we agreed that the first thing we would teach today is how to bow. And can you see me? Yeah. Okay. So in Asian culture, Japanese and Okinawan culture, they believed it was very important on how you present yourself, and it's an indication of how seriously you take the other person and how seriously you take what you're going to do. So every kata that we start and end, we begin and end with the bowing ritual. Okay. So it's just an indication that I'm separating myself from what we were doing earlier. Now I'm in here doing this. That's all that represents. But it's it's like a chapter indicator for your life, for what you're doing. So first thing, no. And that's another thing. There were over 15 different ways you could bow. And all of them meant something. And in Japanese culture, they would have understood everything. There's this, there's the bow without body participation. There is this. There's
His knees cracked when he did that.
yes. That's called mukso oari. So what we're going to learn today is kumai, kyotsuke, and are.
Oh, they can see.
Yeah. So who knows what he did?
You got 20 seconds.
Oh man. So when we come back, we'll learn kyotsuke, kumai, kyotsuke, and arari. So it's all Jen now. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen at 808.
Clouds today, maybe some rain late in the afternoon with highs in the low 60s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the craziest or weirdest thing that you've ever heard a kid say.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
I think the more out of context that these are, the better.
And it doesn't have to be your kid, by the way.
No.
It can be just any kid.
Could be that kid that you keep in your basement that you capture from down the
Randy, no!
Preferably not that, okay? We're not endorsing that kind of behavior, Jen.
What, Jen? Why are you Jenning that?
You know what you did.
I did not do anything.
I don't know what you did, but you do.
Here's Jason Aldean.
On KIX 102.5.
Randy better be nice to her or I'll do the chuck on you. That's right, Carolyn. You tell him. Because
Okay.
she's Norris. Get it?
Okay, so.
All right.
First, if you were like
Nunchuck sensei.
imprisoned in a class or something, you stand not at attention, but at what's called ready, which is like parade rest for the military. Because all of these are martial arts, which mean war arts, fighting arts. And when they were originally trained and taught, it was before the Meijin period. So this was used in battle. Okay, so for fighting, this was hand-to-hand combat instruction, not self-defense like we think of. So first thing is kumai. And in kumai, your feet are shoulder width apart. And to indicate, that was also another thing. They indicated that every time they were finished with something. With this. So, no, don't grunt.
You grunted.
I know because I was doing it so hard. You don't have to. So it's just simply left arm over right arm. You don't rub them together. It's just cross and pull apart. Shoulder width, same as your feet. Standing up straight, back in tight, shoulders back. And this is kumai. Can't hear her. Oh, can hear her? Or can't, Kathy? I'm going to pull this mic over. Okay. So this is kumai. Shoulder width apart on feet. Now, when it's time to come, I'm going to hit you if you do that again. When it's time to come to attention, their attention, you know, we think of our military as when the heels click together. It's required in the military, most of them. Heels click together and you stand straight, arms at side.
My back doesn't like being this straight.
Yeah, you've got posture issues. So what we're doing is we're stepping over with the left foot, heels together, toes apart, so that they're like V'd, and you cross to indicate done. That's kyotsuke. Kyotsuke means come to attention. Okay, and it's one step with the left foot from kumai.
I thought your ankles were you had like bowed feet like this.
No, I want them straight. We normally stand like this. You don't want to stand like that. It's very straight.
So you have to kind of shimmy your right foot out a little bit?
Don't look at your toes. Look at your foot. Look at my foot. See, if you look at my toes, it looks like I'm doing this, but I'm not. If you look at my heel, it's straight.
Okay.
Why is all this important? It will all be made known, Grasshopper. So anyway, Kyosuke. Now we're going to learn. All right. Now, like I said, there's like over 15 different ways that you can bow in Japanese society. Oh, the camera's over here. I've been talking over here. 15 different ways you can bow in Japanese society. But what we're going to do is the honorific student teacher senpai kohai bow. Okay? And that is...
Senpai?
No. Yes,
Senpai?
I'm senpai. You're kohai.
I'm kohai.
So...
Hi.
Shut up, Jim. So, from the Kyotsuke, you never bow from the ready. That shows great disrespect that you're not willing to come to attention before you bow. From this, hands go to the side, toes come together, and you bow with your head facing up. And it's about the waist. And then back up. And that is, all right.
And then do we do this thing again?
And you do that is when you're finished. And go back to feet apart, toes apart, for back to ready. Attention, Kyotsuke. Now, you're ready to begin the kata. You do this at the beginning and end of all kata. You will go through this process, and it sounds like, oh my gosh, that's complicated. No, it's not. It's this, and you're ready to go.
Why did you do it twice?
I did it at the end of each movement.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Okay, I want to watch it. Do it.
Okay, so alright, Kyosuke, alright. Back out to kumai.
Can you do it slow?
Okay. Kumai, Kyosuke, alright. And at the end of that, and I've come back out to Kyotsuke at the end of that, and kumai. Now, we're ready to begin Naifanchi. So Naifanchi is it's not the very first kata in Kobayashi Shorin-ryu, but it is one of the oldest katas, and it's taught across all of the Okinawan art forms and in China and Kung Fu.
Are you teaching me something else? I haven't even gotten the bow down.
Well, okay, we're going to do that, but I'm going to show you the very first move. We're going to learn the very first move.
No, I don't want to see anything else until I know what the bow is, because then I'm just going to get more confused.
Okay, so let's do this. Kumai. Kyosuke. Left foot steps in. All right. And kumai. See, you've got it all down.
No,
okay.
That felt weird.
Now you're going to be doing that so much, and that's not really part of anything except for Japanese culture. Okay, the very first move is... That is the very first move. Now, there's a lot happening here.
Do it again. Do it again from the...
So, from here.
You look like you're dancing. Like you're going to, moonwalk or something.
Hit this as hard as you can. As hard as you can. You can kick it if you want to. Not my knee, the thigh.
What do I do? Punch it?
Punch it, kick it, whatever.
Ow.
Right here. What is happening is I am grabbing the floor with my feet. Literally grabbing right now. If you tried to pick me up, you would not be able to. I don't care how big you are.
Grabbing the floor with your feet?
With my heels. So this is the Nafanchi stance.
How does your heel grab anything?
What this does, it allows great flexibility in the core. Look at this.
They can't see your feet. I want to show them your feet.
I can turn around from this almost completely without stepping. Okay, can you see?
Can they see your feet? Okay, now they just see your feet.
So from kumai, I go, and I grab with my heels and squeeze.
KIX 102.5, the fourth state's #1 for country. Here's Tyler Hubbard.
On KIX 102.5. Are we doing a radio show? So,
do you want your feet shown?
Yeah. So what I'm doing here, when I go from the feet are the most important part of this. And unless you learn this, you can't learn any of the rest of the kata.
Okay.
So from here, I grab with my heels. So from the side, you can see this grab, and I squeeze with all of my legs upward. So my buttocks, my thighs, everything's clenching the floor.
But your heel can't squeeze the floor. It's a heel.
Put your hand on the back of my foot and feel when I do this. So grab hold of the back of my heel. Feel that pull?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm doing. And by doing this, I can now turn almost completely around and am still well grounded. And this movement can happen. Look how far I can turn around with this. All the way over to here without switching or stepping or anything. This is the most stable stance in all of karate, is this. And you learn to fight out of this. I fight anytime I had to spar anything, I'm in this Naifanchi stance. So, movement number 1, the most difficult move in the whole kata is this. So while you're grabbing and pulling, you're also pushing down with this.
Okay.
Now, there's a whole bunch of theories and thoughts as to what this is.
What is it?
Is it guys kicking me and I'm protecting against that? It's the opening move of the kata, so it's indicated that this is a defense.
Okay.
So it could be you're kicking and I'm doing that. Usually, the next move of the kata will help you figure out what that is, which this is the next move of the kata. So, if it's that, or it could be a punch. And
ow! Ow, wait! I'm tapping.
so, an arm lock from that.
Carolyn, get him!
You shouldn't resist. Go with it. If you don't want to hurt, don't resist.
I wasn't trying. I was tapping.
That's the first move that you have to learn. We'll come back and try to teach her. Or do you want to do that today or just the Kumai Kyotsuke Rei? Okay. We're just going to see if she can remember how to bow next week.
One thing at a time.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 per country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:18.
Mostly cloudy skies today. Maybe some rain in the afternoon with highs in the low 60s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weekend forecast in just 4 minutes. But we're talking about the weirdest or the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say.
I mean, there's a reason there was a whole TV show about this.
Funny things kids say, yeah.
Because kids say crazy stuff. So 623-1025.
What's the weirdest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Oh, my kid said it twice in one night. At first, she told us that she was a premature adult, and then told us she was petrified of heights.
Yeah, that's me. That's what I am.
Petrified.
Because I can't move once I get up there. What is the funniest or weirdest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Well, it was my granddaughter, and she was spending the night with me, and I'd kissed her goodnight, and she rolled over and looked at me and said, "Nana, please don't go to heaven tonight."
What the heck?
She knew something you didn't.
I was afraid she might.
Maybe you better stay up tonight.
What is the funniest or strangest thing that you've ever heard a kid say?
We were at church one day. My daughter was acting up while I was talking to the preacher and his wife, and I looked over at her. I said, "So what's worse than a butt whooping?" And she flat out goes, "An ass whooping," really loud.
Oh,
you did ask.
Yeah.
She knows. What is the craziest or weirdest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Well, my son, when he was in kindergarten, had gotten this puppy. And one morning, we was trying to find the puppy, and I couldn't find it. And Justin comes out of his room and hands on the side of his hips and goes, "Well, it sure in my room." And I just looked at him and went, "Okay then."
He wanted to get his point across.
Clarifying that fact right off the bat.
Yeah, matter of factly.
Wonder where he learned that word.
Oh, I have no idea.
Little monkey see.
What is the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 per country.
KIX.
Okay, so if
They're
you
going
guys
on about your short shorts.
shut your fat mouth holes. So if you want to see more of that, you'll have to remind us.
Are you sure that people would want to see this?
You think people? I don't
really
think
wanna
people
see that?
care. If they do, they sign up for a class. That's not something you want to watch. Let's go say, do you want to see what the whole kata looks like?
Yeah, let's do the whole kata.
Trying to think the easiest way. It'll probably take me half an hour to get it.
While you kung fu, I'm going to eat this Reese's.
Yo, mala, Cottontail.
You're senpai, right? Oh, wait, you're not going to actually do it right now?
What?
The whole kata.
Oh, I wasn't going to do it. I was going to show it to you. I have video of me doing it.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. But I have to go through 20 million steps, to make that happen. So
Back to Hiya class. He says you don't say Hiya, you say Kiya.
Kia is the way you pronounce that. It's just Americans in the early days didn't understand what they were saying and thought they were saying hiya because it sounds like yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye, Melissa. Have a great day.
No, that's the wrong drive. I want this drive.
And apparently you can't grunt either.
Well, not on purpose.
You were grunting on purpose, weren't you?
No, it was just a natural reaction.
It was involuntary?
Yeah. Just to be doing it is annoying.
It doesn't give you more oomph or power?
When you do certain things with your core, when your core body, it drives the air out of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you push and you're breathing openly, which we're going to breathe openly while we do a lot of this stuff, that means loose breathing. You don't want to hold your breath through anything.
Okay.
So we have the tendency when we do anything that's hard or strenuous to lock up like that. And it actually robs your blood of oxygen, which means your muscles get fatigued and you get tired and gassed. So everything that we do is going to be focused towards empowering you, giving you more power, more stamina, more ability to stay with this longer. Every little thing counts, right? So we breathe constantly and openly breathe. And when you are using core, that's going to create this noise, this pushing of the air out of you, which then a slow inhale, rapid exhale. It's not something you practice. It's something that happens when you do stuff correctly. So you'll see some of the Americanized karate martial arts systems when they do performance kata at tournaments and stuff. You'll see them going, even on Karate Kid, you see them doing that. And they're doing this blow thing. And if you ask them, why are you doing that? They say, to remember to breathe. What happened was their teachers, whoever learned it from Okinawans saw the Okinawans doing this as it's a natural byproduct of this, and thinking, oh, well, that must be something I need to do, not understanding why, and affectated it. So it really does nothing.
I don't know what that word is.
Affectated. They put it on as like a costume. They do it. They're pretending it.
Gotcha.
An affectation. You know what an affectation is?
I've never heard that word before.
You've never heard the word affectation?
No.
So if I come in and go, hi, Jen, it's great to see you, I am putting on an affectation. That's affectation right there. I am affecting my personality. That's not really me. It's not a real thing. It's something I'm doing. So their breathing is not a real thing. It's something they're doing. It's not a real result of the movement.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the thing that is so fascinating about Kobayashi Shorin-ryu is it's a study of physics. It's a study of how to most utilize the most power out of a little body like mine or like an Okinawan. They are notoriously all under 5'5". If you find an Okinawan that's over 5'5", he's a giant. They're all little bitty people. They, as a race, were. And these islanders were kind of segregated from all the other Asian cultures, and they just stayed short. And as such, you would think they would have no power. But what they did is, as a result of their body limitations, they utilized everything they could figure out over hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of years to make the most out of that. So it is very powerful, which is why a little guy like me can punch somebody in the arm and break their shoulder, or, or what we used to do back in the testosterone days was trade punches, guys. And I would say, I'll tell you what, I'll let you draw back as hard as you want and hit me as hard as you want if you'll let me put my fist 1 inch away from your arm and let me punch you. And then we'll see if you want to continue or not. And I could do that, and every time they, no more. Because I'm not punching with my arm. I'm punching. Remember how we were grabbing the floor? That's where my punch comes from, is here. So when I punch, my arm's loose. But this is pushing into that punch. So instead of punching with my arm muscle, I'm punching with my core muscle. And it's a lot more power that comes out of that than you can get out of your arm. So it's very empowering for women who feel that they are the weaker sex, because when they learn to do this correctly, they can be on the same level as a big old truck driver or whatever who only knows how to punch like this, which is stupid. It's the dumbest way you could ever punch somebody. You literally pull power away from your punch when you do that. That whipping motion, you're pulling away. You want everything that you do to go into your opponent, not away from. It's common sense.
They think they're building up momentum.
Yes, that's exactly what they think. They think they're whipping, they're drawing back and getting a run at it. It's not necessary. A push is always better than a pull. Anybody who understands physics, common physics, will tell you that.
You have to do a lot of ab workouts for this.
Yes, you need a lot. And abs will happen as a result of this naturally because you're going to be using that all the time. We would work something called bonkai, which is different than bunkai. Bonkai is the conditioning of the arms and the legs, so you would strike against one another repeatedly to help build up the scar tissue on your bones and your arms so that you could withstand hard strikes. But it was the next class they'd come and say, you know, weirdly enough, it wasn't my arms that was hurting, it was my stomach muscles. And I'd be like, you wear that core out. So anyway.
Yes.
I'm getting there. Fukugatas, the Kubodo ni, the Kusong, Naihanchi Shan. Naihanchi Sho. Okay, I've got it. Now, this is an old video, okay? I'm trying to see. They'll be able to hear it. I need to go to that media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm. You guys ready?
And ignore the stupid music. So, as part of for me to be able to gain more rank and everything, not that that's the reason why I did all this, but I was required to outline curriculum. So that meant I had to go over everything, why we do everything, and also make some video instructional videos for class and for the system. So this is me. I think it's me. It's either me or Mr. Wilkerson performing Nahachi. Can you hear it? Oh, wow. This is old. Kumai? See?
You're so fast with it, though. You're more skippy there.
Yeah. Since this time, I've learned a lot more about it.
See, you're like very light on your feet.
Yeah, it shouldn't be skipping. It should be staying low. But you can see the feet are still squeezing the ground there. There you go.
That was so fast.
It's a very short kata. But
They're saying no audio. They couldn't hear anything.
Okay, well, all you did was miss me yelling.
You just didn't get to hear him yell.
Yeah. So who was it that said one of the old masters in Okinawa said this is an entire martial art system in and of itself. That kata right there is its own martial art, and it really, really is. So there's whole classes taught just around this one kata. So in our system, that's one kata, okay? And we have about 12 of those. Some of them have more movements in them. Some of them have less.
Look at you. It's just now
Oh,
playing
you're
on
just
my
not seeing it?
restream.
Yeah. That is really, really old. That's when that's about 15, 16 years ago.
You have just like the little soul patch, it looks like.
I think so. Or I may have scruff. Probably had scruff. I never did just the soul patch.
Oh my gosh, is that Gina recording?
Yeah.
Her hair is so short. Looks like it's short and spiky.
And that's Mr. Wilkerson in the background teaching, tutoring a student. So that was at the class over on 15th Street. It's been about 15 years since we were over there. So anyway, that is one kata out of about 12, and they're all very different. You notice there's no kicking. There's no karate chopping or anything that you can really say is a punch or a strike in that, right?
Right.
But it has so many cool things in it. It's mind-blowing, all of the stuff that is in there. So there's this Bruce Lee technique that he did called sticky fingers, which is the idea of following your opponent's hands and never moving off of them. So when they try to pull back, you go forward with them. When they try to strike, you come with that and use that momentum to move them. It all comes out of this kata. There's just so much stuff you can learn. I have known that kata since I was 12 years old, and I'm still just barely scratching the surface of it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Brandy and Jen.
Here's Gabby Barrett.
Glory days.
On KIX 102.5.
So there is and this is very interpretive too. So different people see different things out of these movements. They're meant to be, they created them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago so that people could be taught by learning the movements without the use of a teacher to tell them what they were. You understand that?
Say it one more time.
So they were created to be able to teach a student who knew the movements without a teacher being involved.
Okay.
So it's what do you see in that? And if you know the movement well enough to where it's muscle memory and you just let reaction happen with the kata, then ideally it should be good for any and all situations, any and all types of attacks or whatever.
Okay.
No matter if this looks like it's for the groin area, it doesn't necessarily have to be. As I showed you with the punch, it could, as it begins here, it could be taking that wrist down in an arm bar that I was doing to you. So what I did was I captured Jen's hand with that move and then took her down to this arm bar lock. And she has no control. It takes control of her at that point. So if there are some really now, so here are just, without any sound, a basic interpretation of what that first move is that I was doing. You see me doing the slap there? These are very surface. I mean, this is obvious what that is, right?
This isn't you, though.
No. And I don't teach a lot of my Bonkai in public, so they're giving credit to some of these teachers who were responsible for it. See that movement right there? This is a different style than mine, but again, all Okinawan styles practice this kata. See this? Look at that. What, did you just see that?
Sorry, we got to go in 10.
So right there, you really quickly begin to see what some of those moves are. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:35.
Clouds today, maybe some rain in the afternoon with highs in the low 60s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the weirdest or the craziest thing that you've ever heard a kid say.
You can call or text to let us know what you've heard at 623-1025.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
My baby brother, when he was about 3, we were having dinner, and he looked at my dad and said, "Dad, puppies cry when they look at you."
What the heck? Puppies cry when they look at you.
Yep.
They do when they look at Jen, too.
Randy.
Well, it's true, they do. What's the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
My son told my mom one time that his underwear wouldn't fit him because his pee-pee is too big.
He's already got a complex as a child.
Yeah, I'm thinking you might ought to watch that one.
Yeah, only 4 years old.
And his dad's going, yeah, that's right.
Pretty much.
What's the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Well, my niece one time had been watching the movie Home Alone quite a bit, and I was at the store getting something, and I give the cashier a 20, and my niece says, "Keep the change, you filthy animal." It was horrible.
What's the funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
My daughter has very long hair, and I was brushing her hair, and she's moving all around and squirming, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you moving around so much? And without missing anything, she's like, because, Mom, of your medieval hairbrushing skills.
Savage!
Hark and forsooth!
I about died laughing.
Where did she even hear that?
I have no idea to this day.
It's medieval. There's upper evil, lower evil,
yeah, that
and
makes
then
sense.
medieval. There you go.
What's the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Tell us or text us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So, did you see that move that he did there?
With his leg on the dude's calf, right?
The different ways, and when you first see that, again, it looks like a dance.
Mm-hmm.
So, just briefly, guys, sorry.
Yes, briefly, as this whole thing has been brief.
Sure. It's taken over an hour, right? You're being facetious?
No one's keeping track of that.
Okay, so he does that opening move, and he steps. But you see what he's done with his hands? Did you notice what he did with his hands there?
Oh.
See that move?
Yeah.
That all-in-one movement there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the second movement.
Phone's ringing.
And then the elbow comes in. So, all right, hold on. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Morning. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, how's
what's
it going?
up? You learning karate?
What's the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
That's
Oh,
right. That is-
man.
she knows who wears the badge.
It's always Nana.
Thanks, Melissa.
Have a great day.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Black chicken. Thanks for calling.
That's great. Randy just wants to talk about karate some more. Oh.
But these guys, by the way, are Goju-Ryu too, which is the kind of karate that is shown in Karate Kid. So it's a much bigger. So you notice my stance is little and short. He's standing out here like this, you know. His Nahanchi stance is really wide. Everything we do is very short inside. It stays very close. Goju's big, dramatic movements, which are a lot easier to read and telegraph. They require a lot more movement. Ours are all very short inside. They're very quick little things that we do. So mine looks a lot different than his in that it's quicker, closer, and shorter and a lot less movement.
Yeah.
It's a lot more focused on the center.
Little Miss came in from the living room. She stomped her foot and said, "Mom, I'm not a turkey," then turned around and went back to play.
Aha!
Do you ever do that with your kids? Call me, "Oh, you little turkey."
No, but apparently she had at one point or another, and the little girl just then figured out. So I get an email from Mark yesterday that says this. They are the title sponsor of St. Jude. Brett sold them. May have sub-sponsors to add as well. So I emailed him and I said, who is? He goes, whoops. So we do have sponsors
Yeah,
for this
it's Joplin
year's
Family Dental.
Community Bank and Trust is going to be a sub-sponsor, but it's Joplin Family Dental is going to be our corporate sponsor for the whole event.
Yay! That's my dentist.
Already sold, already put into place.
I love it.
Way ahead of time.
Dr. Kirk is such good people.
Almost 3 months ahead. We did get a year-end show hosted by Megan Maroney.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
From ABC, is it? I thought we might do that on January 1st.
Mm-hmm. I think she
won't
would be.
affect you at all, but then I want. But you're not going to have to do Christmas, so I may put that in for January 1st. That'd be the only time we could run it. I think they want to know when. And it's free. There is no national inventory on this.
Really?
So it does have in-show billboards, which I will take out. I always edit those out. But they say they'll be available on December 15th, which means I will not be able to do them at all ahead of time.
Oh, man. So what are you going to do?
Man. I'll do them after time.
Okay. Oh, my Lanta.
Is it fascinating? I don't know. So that was my school on 15th Street. Have you ever seen my school that was on Maiden Lane?
I don't think so.
Do you want to see my school that was on Maiden Lane?
Sure. We're going down
Karate Street.
Karate Street. We'll keep trucking. Because it has the word karate in it.
I don't like, I mean, I'm retired from all that.
You can still like it, though.
Okay, so this is my school on Maiden Lane. Kusanku. Another very old. Oh, that was quick. I used to kick really fast. You notice the head never moves up and down or anything. You stay the same. That. What is that? Or that. Like, what? So this is a long one. You thought Navanchi was long. It's very short compared to this. But you can see it's a big school.
I thought I was going to see the outside of it.
No. It's just, it was in a shopping strip. So it's just
Oh, really?
yeah, it was over there. You know where the railroad tracks are on Maiden Lane?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Do
you
I?
know where the cemetery is up on Maiden Lane before you get to Sonic and everything, North Maiden Lane, before you get to 7th Street. There's the Cup Factory, and then you go on down, and there's railroad tracks that go across the road. Actually, they go across in a couple of places, don't they? So there's a plaza up there. You know where the military coffee place is? That's
Yeah.
right before that.
Okay.
And that plaza is where it was.
Gotcha. That's all you had to say.
Trying to find a landmark Jen will identify with. If we bring nunchucks in here, I'll destroy a bunch of equipment with them. I actually have a pair of padded nunchucks that the girls used to have, and I can just rip you a new one with those.
Don't do that.
I can
don't want a
tear
new
up
one.
the world with those. Those won't hurt you.
I do not want a new one, but thank you.
You need a new one.
I really don't.
That one's got a crack.
It's good to go.
So there will not be a podcast today. We have elected not to do one because y'all suck.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me.
Oh, yeah, you do suck.
No.
No, because we have a Christmas party today.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave early.
Spotify sent me
Banana nunchucks. Those sound like fun.
a year-end review for our podcast.
Yes.
Our top episode was the hot dog water in a baby bottle.
Really?
That was our top episode.
When I had to drink that.
It was streamed 110% more than our average episodes.
That says something about our average episodes, doesn't it?
40% of your listeners discovered you in 2023.
Discovered me? Or
discovered
you?
Morning Kicks Extra in 2023.
How many?
40% of our listeners discovered us in 2023.
Okay.
We have a 5.0 rating.
So that's a 40% increase, in other words.
Your listeners' top music genres: pop, classic rock, and rock.
No country listeners.
No country. Isn't that wild? And the top country who listens to us is the U.S. So pop listeners.
So no idea how many.
No.
They don't show numbers.
Not that stuff. We can see that through Futori.
I think Spotify does do numbers.
We're going to go.
Are there subscribers? Do we have subscribers?
Yeah, here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, 847.
Cloudy today, maybe some rain with highs in the low 60s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we've been talking today about the weirdest or the craziest or funniest thing that your kids have ever said to you.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or maybe it wasn't your kids. Maybe it's just some random kid that you can't get to leave the house.
Just whoever it
Yeah.
was, 623-1025.
You think his name's Billy? Billy, will you leave? No, his name's not Billy. What was the funniest or weirdest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
My niece, when she was 12, she's blonde, so she was just sitting at the house one day, and she just pops off, "Oh, I get it, afternoon," because it's afternoon.
At that point, you lean over and go in her ear and say, "Refill." What is the craziest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
Well, I picked him up from kindergarten. We were driving along, and he looked up in the sky, and he said, "Well, I guess it's going to be a full moon tonight." I was like, "What's that, Richie?" He said, "'Cause half of it's already up there."
That's logic. It makes sense, right? It's got an early start.
What's the craziest or funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
We were on vacation, and we were going through a flea market, and she just kept touching. And I said, "Baby, you've got to not touch things. You can break something." And without missing the beat, she turns around and says, "Mom, a kid's got to do what a kid's got to do."
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I know. And, there's 5 little old ladies, in their 70s around just giggling. And I'm like, I just shrugged and I'm done. There's nothing I can do about this. I mean, my kid just outsmarted me.
What's the funniest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
My mom was watching my nephew, who was about 2.5 years old at the time, running errands, and my nephew, Austin, was in the back seat, and he talked super fast, and my mom says, "Austin, Grandma cannot understand what you're saying when you talk so fast. You need to slow down." And so my nephew goes, "Okay, Grandma, what I said was, son of a bitch, that's a big truck." My mom about ran into another truck.
Wow.
What is the funniest or craziest thing you've ever heard a kid say?
You can text us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Morning Kicks Takeover is getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
That's a fun topic. All right, so no podcast today.
Monday.
Ooh.
It's going to be wedding week, of course. Woohoo! So we're not going to talk about anything wedding related.
Wedding.
Well, kind of we are. We're talking about what's better with cheese on it. So that's kind of wedding related.
Why don't we have any more wedding topics this week?
Well, because it'd be weird.
What's your best wedding advice or marriage advice?
Should we?
Do we have anything like that?
We'll look at those.
Phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
I had a memory come up on Facebook the other day that fixed this perfectly. So my grandson at the time were probably 8 and 10.
Uh-huh.
And they were eating cheese sticks. My younger grandson gives me his cheese stick and says, "Nana, I need you to guard this from my big brother." And big brother pipes up and goes, "Well, who's going to protect it from you?" Meaning me.
Yeah, there's got to be accountability. Even he recognized that. Yep, exactly. Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
Isn't that funny?
Kyla says, I was ordering a grande coffee. My 11-year-old daughter said, Ariana Grande must get paid a lot for making that drink after her.
Right?
That's so good.
All right, so we're going to talk about Better with Cheese on it on Monday.
The phone's still ringing.
Oh, we've got
Phone.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
I got a cute kid story.
What's
what
that?
happened?
He was about 3, and I said, "You're getting a little big for your britches." And he said, mouthed off something. I said, "Do you know what britches are?" And he said, "They're what goes over my butt and my weenie."
Yep, he knows what they are.
Nothing gets past him.
Got a pretty good idea there. Thankfully, keep it over that, too. Thanks.
And I do want to ask him, do you know what those britches are for?
He does. Thanks for calling.
Have a great weekend.
So we next week are going to talk about wedding drama, the weirdest place you've ever heard of someone having a wedding, which is going to be hard to top the radio station, I think.
Uh-huh. Actually, there was a story that just came out this week about a Florida couple getting married at a car wash.
And the weirdest thing you've ever seen at a wedding, the weirdest way people have proposed, we've got all those.
Cool. So lots of fun stuff. But on Monday, we're talking about cheese.
Yes, cheese. So have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.
Bye.